Professor Hassan Mwakimako from Pwani University, and this morning I'm here at the City Blue Hotel, just at the tip of the Nyali Bridge, and I'd like us to do a very brief analysis of recent political events in Kenya, particularly the statement that was made by the just resigned vice chair of the Jubilee party, David Murathe, and together with a statement made by the chairman of Secretary General, of the Jubilee party, Raphael Tuju, concerning their position about the possibility of the Deputy President running for president come 2022. I'm sure most of you are following up this debate, but my analysis is that there seems to be a division in the Jubilee party concerning their position on the possibility of the Deputy President to succeed, so to say, the President Uhuru Kenyatta. And succeed here means would the Jubilee party pick him as their candidate for the presidency come 2022. It has been a tradition now in Kenya that when the president term runs over, then the party that the president was in would pick their running candidate. And usually this is the deputy to the president, either the vice president or right now the deputy president. So the expectation is that the Jubilee party would automatically go for the deputy president as their candidate for 2022. But it appears like there are people in the Jubilee party who are not comfortable with this idea, and they would wish that another candidate other than the deputy president is picked as a Jubilee candidate. And as a result of this, the vice chair of the Jubilee party, David Murathe, made a very strong statement alluding that he was not comfortable with the possible candidature of the deputy president. And this has elicited a lot of reactions from different quarters. This statement, of course, was also kind of supported by the Secretary General of the Jubilee party, Raphael Tuju, who also seemed to suggest that he was also not in favor of the deputy president being the candidate for Jubilee come 2022. There are reactions from the supporters of the deputy president, but what really we need to know is that this is not the first time that a party that is ruling has had difficulties in accepting that the deputy president or the vice president would take over from the sitting president. I think we can recall in the late 1970s, there was a similar move by people to change the constitution so that the former President Daniel Arap Moi would be stopped from succeeding the first president, Jomo Kenyatta. So it's not the first time. It appears like Kenyans always have different ideas, and they always run to the constitution to manipulate it so that their political ideas prevail. And this is the same thing. What is happening now is that there is a clique of people in the Jubilee party who want to manipulate the constitution for their own motives. to stop the deputy president from running. What it seems now is that it's going to be a serious contestation within the Jubilee party, because there are also people in the Jubilee party who strongly feel that this move is misplaced, that this move is wrong, and that this move is not right in Kenyan politics. So very strong views have been expressed by people who are supporting the deputy president, and so it appears like the Jubilee party towards 2022, if they don't do a proper housekeeping towards 2022, it might find itself in a very difficult position. It might possibly break up, or some people will have to be removed out of the Jubilee party. Particularly now, in my thinking, particularly those who are now opposed to the running of the deputy president. These might have to leave, just as you have already seen that David Murathe has already resigned as the deputy chair of the Jubilee party. So there could be other people who might follow David Murathe, and most probably they might want to form their own party and choose the candidate they want to choose. Or alternatively, Jubilee party would completely split, and we won't have Jubilee anymore. Maybe they'll go back to TNA and they'll go back to URP. You never know. But the idea is that this contestation will not stop until when a candidate for the presidency has been decided. But the other point is that it appears like ethnicity is becoming a major point again in the Jubilee party, because it appears that there are people from amongst the Kikuyu community, one of the largest communities in Kenya, who are arguing that it will be wrong for the Kikuyu people to abandon the deputy president, because the deputy president never abandoned the president during their time of need. And these have come up very strongly to say that were it not for the campaign ability of the deputy president, probably the president would not have won the election. And there is justification for these people to say that. Because the deputy president also comes from a very strong voting bloc. And it is as a result of his campaign, and he worked very hard, and the bloc that he commands respected his opinions and voted. And together with the bloc that was brought in by the president, and together as a result of that, they were able to win the presidency. So there are those people who say that the deputy president should not be taken for granted, because he's a very strong candidate, he has a very strong political base, and everybody who wants to win an election would need that kind of a candidate. So the idea is that they should not just undermine him, thinking that when they undermine him, then he wouldn't have any political base, because already the supporters of the deputy president are coming out very strongly also to say that he is a candidate who has his own political base, so he can use his political base and go to other places also to look for votes. And then sending a very strong message to say that he is not somebody that you can simply run over him. No. Yeah.